Welcome back everyone. Today we're gonna work on RAM 2017 Promaster City. So we just find on time we have an oil leak and it's special from next to this you can see the coiler. When I just checked, the oil is on the minimum and not too long ago was changed. So also I was noticed it start to drop. If you park somewhere and every morning you're gonna find some drops on the floor. Okay, so this being said, we're gonna replace the valve cover gaskets, in special these things. Inside here are some gaskets which I'm assuming they just must for replacement, and we're gonna do the valve cover too. So usually you have here a plastic thing. I already took it off and I didn't put it back because I know I'm gonna work on. So we just need to remove the air filter with all these long hose. We need to remove these things. Some of them they can look be falling apart. We're gonna remove the coils, the spark plugs, and we're gonna disassemble all of these. I think there are 14 or 15 of them. They are 8mm. So the easy way to is we're gonna remove this hose from, I think it's more easy from this side, and it's one more here. We're gonna remove from here. And let's start it and see what we have in our way. Here we have 1, 2, 3 Phillips. Let's remove them. Here we have this clamp and it's looking like you press down, one up, and you just switch just like so. So you push them, compress them, how to say, you kind of release and you just switch and you take it off. Very easy. I'm gonna leave attached from this side. Here is a number 10 and there is a sensor. Let's do all of that and see what is next. And to remove this bad boy out with air hose, so we have 3 Phillips. We have this one we need to unscrew. We have a 10mm here. We have a sensor here, and we have, looks like for me, is a 7mm. It's maybe you can use a plier or something else. In my case, we're a 7mm, and that's it. Let's remove. First one is done. Now I have a little better access here, so I can look behind. We have a leakage maybe for a long time. The valve cover behind here, it's kind of need to be, so it's a good way we're doing right now. So we have some screws here to remove this plastic thing. We're gonna disconnect the ignition coils just like so. Maybe I can take them out, but just a little late. There's no in my way right now. In my way is all of this needs to be changed. This plastic, we need to remove it. Same thing, I'm gonna unscrew them, I'm gonna save away. I'm trying to be gentle as much as I can, but they really cooked. They just broken. I already did a couple of them. Just try to be careful. Anyway, the easy way, you just need to be replaced with a different. They are like a couple dollars, but they're cooked. So it's better to use 2 hands. I just want to show you with one hand if I can manage to take it out. Okay, this one is good, kinda. Now I'm gonna remove this one. Very easy, just a flat screwdriver. Press little by little, and it's gonna lose it after the by hand. Now we're gonna take this one off. It's a 14mm. Okay, I just did something from behind here, from this wiring harness. This is not a must, but I figure it's gonna be a help if I need to move this wireless, just a little more space. So just a pick tool, something like that, you just unlock them. You have 2, one for the connector and one for the injectors. So they are like 8 and now they are 3. So I have more access. Now I'm gonna remove the coils. I have 10mm, all of them. Take them off and see what is in my area after. Almost ready to remove this valve cover, but we have one more T40 which is holding the AC lines, and this bracket right here. We're gonna remove it right now. And another thing we have that is on top of 10mm. We remove this line. It's like a plastic holding, and in back I'm pretty sure it's an 8mm, because all of them are supposed to be 8. Only here I guess is a 10, and I'll let you know if it's anything else change. Okay, just to make a quick update, so this one was right here. This is a 12mm. We need to take this one off. In back is gonna be an 8. All of them are 8, except here is gonna be a 10, and on top of that is this plastic. So this plastic, you remove 10, you remove this plastic, and in back is an 8. So you can see these are like long nuts. Here too. Here, and there. So you need like a long 80mm, which I don't have it, but you can do very well with a wrench, just like so. Now I can do by hand. So we remove all of this 8, and inside make sure we have another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can leave the spark plugs, they are not in my way. Okay, so everything is done. So another one was a T40 right in this thing is right here. Okay, and we have, oh, I think that's it. So yeah, we remove all of them. Now we can try to lift. If not, it's no problem. We just need a long screwdriver. Okay, try to find the corner. Usually it's gonna be a little RTV silicone, like in corners, this side, that side, I think in back there. So just be gentle, just a little lifted. I'm gonna go on this side. It's moving. Maybe a little more. This is aluminum, so don't do too much pressure. We just need to get it loose, and we can take it out. Nice and easy. Last check. This side is good. This side is good. So you just need to be gentle. Move it nice and slow. Make sure you don't flip over, because all these bolts are gonna fall. Or you can take it now. If you already have a picture, it's good, because you know exactly where they're coming from. So yeah, best idea, do a picture, take them off, make sure they don't go inside the engine. And they're supposed to not, only if you switch, if you flip this thing. If you just pull it up straight, you're gonna be good. Okay, so we successfully remove it. Oops, start to have some wind. Success, remove the valve cover with all the thing. So now we need to go do a good cleaning. You see guys, this thing right here is the old RTV, so this is very important to be removed, not to go inside the engine. Anyway, we're gonna proceed with an oil change. It's a must. Now we can check the straight of the chain. I'm gonna say it's pretty decent, and looks like have oil change and a time for this particular car. So another 100,000 easy, with no big issues if the oil is gonna be maintained on time. So now, before we proceed to clean up this valve cover, we're gonna change all these gaskets too, so it's better to do a picture. You're gonna put that in the same way, so just do a pictures, count how many there are. I think there are 15 or maybe more. I didn't count. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 and 4 inside, so together we are 19. But anyway, a couple of them were different, so to make sure you put in the same spot, just picture and let's go to the next step. Almost done here with all my bolts. So this is how it looks like the old one. We need to remove this gasket and we're gonna put, it's a big difference between the new one and the old one. So to take it off, it's very easy. I use this one and I just pull it, and the new one is gonna slide in without that, but for the old one, take it off, it's very easy. Just use that one, take it off, put it back in. Valve cover is back in place. You cannot miss it. Once you find the corner, you just follow up because it's going around and it's kind of clips, kind of pushes, stays in, you know, it's not gonna fall. I mean, if you want to take it off, you can take it off. This kind of stays if you turn it. And I'm looking, like, if I see the, I'm looking this gap, so that means here is gonna be a little silicone there, here, there. It's like a mark. Okay, makes sense. So we replace this one too, same thing. Now we just need to put the bolts in. So I know how they was, but I still want to follow the pictures just to make sure I put them in the same way. And let's do it. Okay guys, so I want to explain how to put these bolts back in the right way and what is their purpose. So they're basically all the same, but let's take this one gasket out, right? So this bolt needs to be from inside. So you can see this metal thing right here needs to go inside. So this gasket stays like that. It's gonna go, when you push in, make sure you press, it stays on. It's kind of lock position. Okay, so all of them, when you press, this thing needs to stay in. Okay, so when it's like that, they're not gonna fall down. This is another way how you can know. So you just push it, and this metal thing is gonna stay in, like in a lock position. So you see, you can take them off, but it just needs some more pressure, or you just take from the gasket like that, and now you take it down. You see, it's very easy, and it's straightforward how you can know they're in a lock position, I'm gonna say. So that's it. Make sure a good cleaning all around the valve cover gasket, around here, around where the bolt is coming in from this side, you know. So here it needs to be a good cleaning all around. So yeah, almost done. Okay, on top also ready. I just clean with a towel, microfiber towel. Did a pretty good job. So we don't need any scratches, just make sure don't use something sharp. And I'm gonna use this silicone. Keep in mind, you don't need too much, okay, just a little. And this one, specifically this one, it says to 1 hour or until silicone is firm, but the best way is 24 hours to full cure. So I'm gonna use this one, and I just need to do an oil change really fast. And I'm not gonna drive the car till tomorrow. This is actually my friend's car, so anyway, I treat like one of mine with care. And here we are. So let's put some silicone really quick, corners, and put everything back. We have a little windy today. I have an umbrella. If it's starting raining, I'm ready for. So let's do fast because we can start to have some debris. That's why it's good to change the oil after you finish this kind of job, to make sure all of this is going to the filter. Actually, we're going to proceed with the oil change. So let's get ready. So let me show you how I did. I just use a little here, a little there, this corner and that corner. You can see I tried to do more on edge, more than outside and inside, but that's it. Okay, very tight to put it back. So now the procedure to tighten, you start from the middle, you're way back, so it's gonna be like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. You guys understand. So also is required 9 Newton meter, which is very light. We don't need too much pressure. Don't forget this is aluminum, so you don't wanna do the threads. So that's why I try easy. If you need to do it again, you can test them one more time. Unfortunately, I don't have a tool for this kind of low. Mine is starting from 22, if I'm not wrong. So, but I know by hand I did this couple times more, so it's not first time. Just keep in mind when you do it. One more update: I put all the bolts back in place. Also, I did 2 times. So I did one time by hand, the second time I did with wrench. Make sure you don't do too much pressure. It's better less than too much. And, quick advice: I disconnect these plugs from behind. It's not really necessary. It's not hard to put it back anyway, but you don't need to do that. So just need to plug and play all these harness. Put the coil back right now, and let's see the last step. Okay, little by little we almost finished here. So don't forget, this is a 10 on top of. First you put that clip. After 10 we have T40 back here. We have this clip here. We put it on top this one. All the sensor, this thing back, and check around to make sure you don't forget nothing. And that's it. You just need to screw in the coils. This car can be almost started. We just need to put it the air intake back, and almost done. Everything is back in place. Check and double check everything. All the bolts, all the sensor plug in here from the temperature sensor. Sorry, air temperature sensor. These holes, we disconnect this one, the screws. This one back in place. So what is left? This bad boy back, and this sliding. You have these holes. Be going inside. 1, 2 there, 3, 4. Just like that. And this holding only 1 bolt. Everything else is just push. That's it. So it's left just to start the engine once I put the screw back in and double check. Okay, job is done, but still let's just start the car to make sure it's starting, and I'm gonna proceed with the oil change later. Yeah, now it's firing. It's good to keep an eye for maybe 10 minutes. But it's a gasket, so nothing is gonna spill. So that's it, guys. So this is how to do valve cover gasket. You can do the spark plugs, coils in the same time. I hope this was helpful for some of you guys. There's not too much video about this specific car, so please like, and maybe we're gonna see you soon for another video. Have fun.